Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, because today's story might completely change the way you look at old coins lying around your home. What if I told you that a simple-looking Turkey 50 Kurus coin from 1971, something many people once used for daily expenses, could actually hold a hidden story, a deep history, and in rare cases, a life-changing value? Imagine this. You are cleaning out an old drawer, maybe a wooden box passed down through generations, or a forgotten collection of foreign coins. Among them, you find a coin with unfamiliar writing, a unique design, and the year 1971. At first glance, it may not look special. But what if that coin carries a secret that collectors across the world are quietly searching for? The 1971 Turkey 50 Kurus coin belongs to a very interesting era in Turkish history. It was issued during the period of the Republic of Turkey, a time when the country was evolving economically and culturally. Coins from this time were not just currency, they were symbols of identity, tradition, and national pride. Now take a closer look at the design. On one side of the coin, you will notice something very unusual compared to many other coins of that era. Instead of a political leader, the coin features the profile of an Anatolian woman wearing traditional headwear. This design represents culture, heritage, and the everyday people of Turkey. On the other side, you will find the denomination 50 Kurus along with the year 1971, surrounded by a wreath and the crescent moon and star, powerful national symbols. This design alone makes the coin special. It tells a story, not of rulers or empires, but of culture and identity. And that is one of the reasons collectors find it so fascinating. Now let's talk about the physical details. The coin is made from stainless steel, weighs around 6 grams, and has a diameter of about 25 millimeters. These might sound like ordinary specifications, but in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest variation in weight, metal, or size can make a huge difference. More than 16 million of these coins were minted in 1971, which means they were once quite common. But here is where things become interesting. Over time, many of these coins were lost, damaged, or heavily circulated. Finding one today in excellent condition is not as easy as it sounds. Collectors don't just look for any coin. They look for the best examples, coins that have sharp details, minimal wear, and original shine. These are the coins that stand out. These are the coins that attract attention. Now think about errors. During the minting process, mistakes can happen. Maybe the design is slightly off-center. Maybe the lettering appears doubled. Maybe the strike is weak or uneven. These so-called mistakes are actually treasures in the eyes of collectors, because they are rare, and rarity creates value. Another important factor is historical significance. The 1971 50 Kurus coin is part of a series that reflects a unique cultural theme. It is not just money, it is a piece of history. And people are always willing to pay more for something that connects them to the past. Let's talk about real market value for a moment. In normal conditions, this coin is usually worth only a small amount, often less than $1 depending on its condition. Even in better condition, it may reach a few dollars or slightly higher in collector markets. But here is the part most people don't understand. The listed price is not always the final story. In the world of rare coins, exceptional pieces can break expectations. Coins with unique features, perfect condition, or rare minting characteristics can reach values far beyond standard estimates. Now imagine a collector discovering a 1971 50 Kurus coin that is nearly flawless. No scratches. Perfect details. Original shine. Add to that a rare minting variation or an unusual error. Suddenly, that coin is no longer ordinary. It becomes a prize. Collectors compete for such coins. Auctions begin. Prices rise. Interest grows. And what started as a small, forgotten object becomes something extraordinary. This is the hidden world of coin collecting. It is quiet, but powerful. It is where knowledge meets opportunity. And sometimes, it rewards those who pay attention. Now ask yourself this question. Have you ever checked your old coins carefully? Not just glanced at them, but truly examined them. Because the difference between an ordinary coin and a rare one is often in the smallest details. Look at the year. Look at the design. Look for anything unusual. Compare it with standard images. If something looks different, you might be holding something special. Also, think about where your coin came from. Was it part of a collection? Was it stored safely for years? Coins that have been preserved well are always more valuable than those that have been heavily used. And here is something important. Many valuable coins are discovered by accident. People find them in old boxes, inherited collections, or even loose change. They had no idea what they were holding until they took a closer look. That is why awareness is so important. Because the opportunity is already out there. It might even be in your home right now. Now let's imagine one final scenario. A collector comes across a rare 1971 Turkey 50 Kurus coin with exceptional condition and a unique feature. After verification, it is placed in a high-level private sale. Interest builds quickly. Serious collectors start competing. The price rises beyond expectations. And this is where the story takes a dramatic turn. Because in the world of rare coins, there are moments when value goes beyond logic, beyond standard pricing guides, beyond what most people believe is possible. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. In extremely rare and extraordinary circumstances, a unique version of the Turkey 50 Kurus 1971 coin with the right condition, rarity, and collector demand has been associated with an astonishing value of up to $70, $50, $1,000. Yes, a simple coin. A forgotten piece of history. A hidden treasure that could change everything. So before you ignore those old coins, take a closer look. Because sometimes, the smallest things hold the biggest surprises.